Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we mail it in for December 1st.
Hello.
Is this a holiday?
Yeah.
Sometimes we just need to mail it in. We have very stressful lives producing the show.
I'm on board with that. Just checking.
December 1st maybe should be a holiday.
My sister's birthday's today.
What's Krampus Day?
Mailing it in for birthday.
It's the 5th, which is also Repeal Day, so we just be drinking that day. It's a good day.
What's St. Nick Day? I don't.
That's the 6th.
I never heard of the 6th. Okay.
St. Nicholas Day is the 6th if you're Catholic. My sister-in-law is, so her kids get like treats in their
My buddy wasn't Catholic, but somehow he convinced his parents to do the St. Nick Day or something.
Yeah,
they did St. Nick. They said, well, they're German.
That's
So either
gifts.
Catholic or German. I guess if you're both Catholic and German, then it really makes sense. Go ahead, McNew.
Yeah.
Let's finish out the
Okay,
sentence.
so my name is McNew. Please join me. Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Nieters and Kathy Cole.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hello.
Well, that was the longest
You're already
intro.
off the rails.
It's not a good start.
We're mailing it in.
We're mailing in. This is what you expect, audience. So don't act like you're above this. You want this. This is what you want. We're giving you what you want, I think. So yes, it's December 1st. Not necessarily anything exciting going on in the world or anything like that. No holiday. But, there's just some Fridays where you're like, fuck it. I'm just mailing it in.
It's the holiday season. So
it is the holiday season.
Very busy. Lots of mailing it in.
Parties. Yep. There's things you got to buy gifts for people. I don't even know what I'm buying anyone. It's a whole thing. Yeah, I'm just kind of pushing it off for right now. Yeah.
1st of December came up quick.
It did. Real quick.
I want to get like some Cheryl's cookies or something like that for the Arnold PD. I think that's a good move. I know my dad would have liked that. He was a police officer. He liked food, candies, cookies. Yeah. I think that's going to be a good move, don't you guys?
Yeah.
For the ABV Barrel Shop. Here you go.
From the Barrel Shop, of course.
Yeah, not from me personally.
The business, for sure.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
awesome.
I used to spend an entire weekend making like 8 different types of cookies.
Okay, cool. I can't wait.
And then I'd put them in tins, and I would get them to neighbors and
Looking
people.
forward to a tin from Kathy. This is gonna be nice. Can't wait.
I don't do that anymore.
What?
Oh.
What?
I can't eat the cookies, so.
So it's not fun.
So this was about giving. This isn't about.
Yeah,
so that should be.
So it was about yourself,
mailing
really.
it in. I can talk
It
about
was about
whatever I
mailing
want.
yourself.
Defend her, because if you're making something, you want to taste test it.
No.
You want to make sure it's good.
Like cookies, you want to be like, I ate so many cookies today. Kathy's got the ultimate thing. She's not eating any of the cookies. She's like,
I want to test taste all of them. So yeah, that's what I just did for Thanksgiving. Was like,
that's my problem. If I was like, okay, McNew, Kathy, Von Nieters, if all of you guys could eat cookies, which some people apparently can't, but if you could, and you're like, Steve, make us the cookies, I'd eat half of it. 30% would be gone just eating the raw dough.
No,
I wouldn't even get to the cookie phase. And then
30%.
30%'s gone right off the top. Then 40% is gone. Fresh cookies where they, as soon as they scrape them off, they really haven't formed. That's 70% there. The final 30% I would let set, and then almost have ready to put in that little tin you're talking about.
Oh my!
And so we get the last three cookies.
Put a piece of bread in
The
the
30%.
tin.
Yeah.
You put a
That's
piece
all
of bread in the tin, and it keeps the cookies soft.
That's what I found out. Yeah, you put bread.
Yeah, but
Here's
8 different kinds of cookies, you would be so sick.
No, I
Yeah.
like cookies. Yeah.
That's a lot of sugar. That's a lot. But no, so
you'd be surprised what I can eat. Yeah, I can eat all kinds of
virtual
cookies.
show that was cookies and bourbon paired together. And Amy, Steve's wife, but she made all the cookies. God bless Amy. She was so pissed. Now I know why, because Steve ate goddamn half of them before they even got out.
Well, I don't get to be involved in that. So, yeah, she does that with her sister, and they make the cookies. I can't be around because I would eat stuff. She doesn't like eating raw cookie dough, which I don't understand. I think raw cookie dough is fantastic. I don't understand people don't eat raw cookie dough. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's just,
kind of a requirement.
That's the best part of making cookies. Is
exactly.
Yeah.
And there's some people that freak out about eggs. I thought the eggs don't bother me. What the fuck?
No,
you could get sick.
If I die, I die.
Name one person that's died eating
for
raw cookie dough.
breakfast. He didn't get sick.
Yeah, no.
Right. Exactly.
No.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I often make cookies because I just get bored and like to create things. So I'll send them with Chris to work. I'm like, take these to work. We're not going to eat them. But I like to eat the raw dough before I bake the dough. So I eat a lot of raw cookie dough often.
Yeah. I get in trouble for that. You know what else? I get in trouble when it comes to cookie time. So the warden literally, if she doesn't use a full bag of like chocolate chips, if I eat those chocolate chips, she'll be like, "Those were for baking." I'm like, "No, it's chocolate. I just want to eat it." It's like, no, she's furious, just furious.
And the semi-sweet chips are the best too.
I know. I agree. I love them.
So my grandma, I don't know if it was our grandma thing or what, but she had jars where it was chocolate chips, peanut butter chips, white chocolate chips, macadamia chips. She had jars of chips, and I would just go in there.
Butterscotch chips.
Oh, those are the best.
Butterscotch ones, yeah.
Yeah, she had all the chips.
Yeah.
Jars of chips that were for baking, but I would just go in there as a kid and just grab them, and she was never mad about it. She was always so kind. She's like, "You just want to eat the chips?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to eat the chips." She just would let me get a handful and smash them. And I'm like, I don't, as an adult, I don't even see those things sold anymore. I don't know where to buy butterscotch.
Chocolate chips?
Oh.
You don't know where to buy chocolate chips?
I'll tell you where to get the butterscotch ones.
Where?
Oh, yeah. Schnucks.
Schnucks, yeah. That's what I was going to say. Just
It's not a
Schnucks. That's
secret.
it. That's the
It's
answer.
not
Anywhere.
The grocery store.
It's not a secret to McNew.
No, Kroger.
They've always been in the same
Oh my
place.
God, the grocery store. Yeah, McNew famously doesn't like the grocery store.
I do hate it.
It's a dangerous place.
McNew, you said there's something you want to talk about. What is that?
I did have. Let me get back to it.
Forgot about it.
Hold on. Okay. So it is December. It is holiday hosting season.
Yes.
If you're hosting, how clean do you want your house? I want my baseboards clean. I want it to look like you don't live here.
Nah.
Yes.
How clean do you want your house? KK gets it because I think she's a woman and that's a girl thing.
Not at all.
I want it to look like you don't fucking live here. The baseboards are clean. The walls are clean. It looks spotless. I want a spotless house.
Nah, not me.
I do too.
We don't look like we live here.
So my house is old and I have popcorn ceilings.
No, we do too. My house is,
and I hate them.
so this house was built in 2005. We still have popcorn ceilings.
Oh, nice.
And I want I take the vacuum.
Sure.
And get all those little dusts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Rip onto those popcorn ceilings.
No.
Baseboards.
Yeah. You can't leave the
Baseboards
fan
are a
on for
thing,
too
man.
long. Yeah.
Baseboards, huh?
I scrub my baseboards all the time, but
Steve is cracking me up.
Care less, yeah. I'm not
Steve
checking your
doesn't care if
baseboard.
his toilet had a recent blowout in it.
No.
ring around it, doesn't care.
No.
Flush, no problem.
I do like the lid down, though.
Lid's got to be down.
I don't understand people who fucking leave the lid up. I don't understand.
Savages.
I have dogs. You never leave the lid up.
No.
Yeah.
This is a different discussion. So, I'm a lid down house. But when
lid
you
down.
have guests over and they leave the lid up, like you're kind of judging your guests.
Right.
Yes.
Like,
Especially the ones that do have dogs and they leave it up.
Yes, my dog sitter leaves the lid up. Like,
Does she have dogs too?
Yeah, I come home and she's been dog sitting and the lid is up. I'm like, that's
I don't
like
understand.
the worst water bowl.
No, so
That's
when we have
disgusting.
people over, we put our dogs up. The dogs are in bedrooms, offices, different. The dogs are not in the common spaces when we have people over. So I leave the bathroom door open. But generally, day to day, our bathroom doors are closed. So the dogs don't even have access to our bathrooms because they're just going to be disgusting. Not doing it.
Disgusting.
I just leave the doors closed. You know, like it's usually Chris and I, like, you know, if I'm in there or you're in there, like it doesn't matter if the door is closed. So the door is closed all the time. But when we have guests, I leave the door open because our dogs are up. But the people that leave the toilet seat up, I'm like, you're fucking heathens. How are you living?
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand the lid up.
The lid's on there for a reason.
Disgusting.
Why anybody wants to look at a toilet that's up or potentially drop something into the toilet or when you flush it, the shit mist goes up in the air. I don't know why we want any of that.
No.
Nothing good happens out of that
Nothing
toilet lid.
good happens with a toilet lid up.
No.
Exactly.
Not nice
I
looking.
mean, if you think about it, pooping into a bowl of water is pretty gross to begin with.
It really
Don't you want to cover that?
Yeah. I don't want that. I don't want that involved at all. I want to forget that it even happens. I want that lid closed. I want to act like the toilet's not even used.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, well, that's a good crew we got here.
What was your question?
Mine was how clean
Cleanliness
Oh, no.
of the house.
Yeah, they don't care
I
about
was
that.
like, my baseboards are clean.
The consensus was no one gives a shit about cleaning the house if they're having people over. So
Yeah,
No.
no.
For me-
so that was KK and I were the page.
No, wait. Evan's going to break the tie.
All right, Evan, what do you got?
Now I've got something.
Okay.
Sweep, vacuum,
Yes.
pick up all your shit off the floors
Okay.
and off the counters,
Okay.
and make sure the bathroom's clean.
Yeah, no. So I feel
That's
like if your counters and floors are clean, your house looks clean.
Counters, floors, and bathroom.
Counters, floor, yeah, that's fine.
There's bathroom. Okay.
And I do have to vacuum my couches because like they collect a lot of dog hair. So
There's an occasional couch vacuuming. Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
No, but floors
got a
and
dog
couches
here too.
are the two that are like, yes, your house are clean if those things are clean. Yep.
I'm pretty
There you
sure
go.
Steve's in the minority then.
I don't know. No, the audience is like on my side, but yeah, not in this group. Not in this group. The audience is solidly with me. I think.
Audience.
Yeah.
Please tell us how clean.
Tell
you
us,
are.
audience. What do you think? No, the problem was tell us. I'll have no recollection of this conversation even happening. That's the great thing. People will be like, you know, I heard on the show today you just said this, and I was like, what are you talking about? What? Tell me more about this. I turned into Steinkamp. Tell me more.
Tell me more.
What I said. What did I say? I don't. You know, we talk and we forget.
No, because I feel like I have to look like we don't live here, but like I go to my brothers or my moms or friends, and I'm like, it absolutely looks like you live here. Why am I killing myself?
I'm
Oh,
killing
I go to
myself.
friends' houses and they look like they've been staged for like real estate sales. Like it's just
Yeah, no, I go to
people-
You haven't been over to my
That's too
house
much.
then. Not my house.
My house is how I'm hosting, and it's
My house looks like it's been staged from a crime scene. Is how my house looks.
No, I want like that fucking magazine to walk in and be like, the tree is gorgeous. So
Yeah.
perfect. That's what I want to walk in. But
On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? I'm going to start out. I don't hold out much hope for winning, but look what I just found. I found a Copper Dome. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Copper
Nice.
Dome.
Good find.
Yeah, good find. So I didn't even know I had this. I just found it in the group here. I say it's not a good pick here because typically it's a decent cork pop on the first one. This is not the first cork pop here, so I'm not expecting much. We'll see. About what I expected. Not a lot going on there. That's not going to be the winner, but for right now, it is the leader. So we'll see what happens. Kathy looks like she's ready to go. So
I'm
we're gonna
ready.
ask her.
We're in December, so I brought out something I got at the barrel shop last year. It's the Red Line Elements.
Oh
I
yeah.
brought this out because it tastes like Christmas in a glass.
Okay. That's good. That's enough to take the lead. Yeah. Wow. That was decent. Sounded like there was some air added in that. It sounded almost like champagne-ish. I think she may be tampering with the corks. We'll see. Let's wide investigate that. All right. Next up is Von Nieters.
I have a Penelope American Light Whiskey, aged 15 years.
Okay. What's the name of that one? Is that Danny's pick? That's the one I'm looking for. Danny's pick.
What? Of Penelope?
Yeah. Was that Danny? Not Danny, our Danny. This is Danny, one of the company founders. His name.
I don't know. It just says Founders Reserve on it.
Okay.
128.4.
The one I'm looking for has Danny's. It says Danny's pick. So it's.
Oh, it says it on it.
Yeah, it's co-founder of the company.
No, this one's just Founders Reserve.
Okay. Yeah, that's not the one.
I assume this is the one that was able to try at the Lux Row.
No, that's Danny's pick.
Oh, that was the Danny's pick?
Yes.
Okay.
That's screwed, man.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully this one's good too.
Oh, it's a good cork pop, that's for sure.
That was a good one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. McNew, your last but not least, what do you got there?
I have some Hard Truth Hills Henry A. Sipes. Not a lot in this, though.
Oh, never mind.
What?
Go ahead. No, nothing there. Nothing there. I forgot I got to set it.
Everybody gets so tense when it's
I just remembered McNew. I'm supposed to set her up for a tour at a place, and I forgot to do that. So
yeah, different one.
yeah. So there you go. Congrats to Von Nieters. He wins. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to continue to mail it in. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
This is Debbie Kennard, and my altar drinking Edo is Freddie Miller. I'll drink to that.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. To date, we are mailing it in for December 1st.
To date. All right. To
date.
All right. Kathy, you said there's something you wanted to kick off round 2 here of the show. What do you got?
But I feel like we should be talking about positive things.
We're not really positive people.
And everyone's happy.
We hate everything and everybody.
Wait,
so
if you want to start off positive, I got a positive note before you start.
Okay, what is it?
This light whiskey from Penelope is delicious.
Okay.
It's not Danny's pick, but it's good.
That's a flex right there. That's a
So
flex.
you did not
That's what that
get
is.
screwed. That's good to know.
Nope.
Okay, fair enough. All
The
right.
money.
Oh, no. Last word people.
Last,
You know-
like my
you know-
mom. Yeah.
You know they always have to have the last word.
Yeah.
Like, how long do you know someone before you figured that out?
You can kind of pick them out. I think out of an audience. And when I say last word, not like in a fight, gotta have the last word. I'm talking about in a text string. You can kind of pick out the ones that'll be. It doesn't end unless they give you the thumbs up or the smiley face or the laughing or, and if you would respond back and give they give the laughing face, you give the crying one, then they'll give you the double laughing face. It'll never end till they get the last text in, and so you just got to let it go. So, yes, you can kind of pick those people. They tend to be positive people. They're cheery people. I can usually pick them out who is going to be that way. I feel.
That though, like I
What
know
a question.
people, and I'm very much like, you know what? I'm just gonna set this one out. I don't fucking care. Like, you're gonna have the last word. I don't even need to chime in because I'm not the main character. I don't fucking care. Like,
I'm not the main character.
I don't want to be here. You fucking do you? Because they also
McNew does
wanna
like to be the main character.
Oh, yeah.
So I
Here's a way to lose interest from McNew. Don't talk about McNew.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, could you imagine
Great question.
sitting in the
Aren't you
movie?
glad I asked it? Because
Yeah.
If you can't pick out that person, does that mean you are that person?
It might be.
I think I'm that person then.
Really?
You might be that person.
Unintentionally, I think I am.
Okay.
No,
you should
so
start paying
I,
attention.
Clearly.
I much like being the center of attention, and I very much get bored when things aren't about me. But I also know when to sit in the background, and I know when things should not
I've
be about
never seen you sitting in the background, but I guess theoretically it
I've sat in
happens.
the background many times, and it's fine. But I
It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine.
also know when to do that. But there are some people that are so upfront and abrasive, and I'm like, I never want to be abrasive. So
I don't think it's like that. I
No,
don't,
you never are. You're never
do.
abrasive. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Kathy,
I find a sense of relief when I identify that.
okay.
Like, oh, you're a last word person.
Your last word person. Okay.
Once you know that, then I'm like, all right, I understand. And then
Yeah.
you just know when to cut it off.
Right.
No.
Because
Just
they
walk away.
will keep responding.
Yes. Yeah.
I think we all know those people where it's like, okay, well, you don't even care what I have to say. You're just going to be right, even though you're wrong. And you just walk away for your own sanity and your own sake. You just
I
walk
feel
away.
like
It doesn't even
McNew's
have to
talking
be about
argument.
that.
It doesn't
Only.
have to be an argument. Yeah. It's yeah.
No, it's like they just
Just
I'm
in general.
gonna
they have to have the last text.
Right. Last
Yep.
text people. Yeah.
I'm that way when it's non-confrontational. I guess I'll say that for sure.
Okay.
For
So
sure.
it's just like we're organizing a trip with this group. We're like, we're going to meet at a restaurant. And then you're like, what's the address? And I give you the address. And then you're like, thumbs up. And
Yes.
then I like see you there. And then you give me the smiley face.
Yeah, I'll say sounds good. See you there. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's how it is. Yeah.
Huh.
And I don't know why. It's just I don't know.
Well, let me see if Von Nieters has been getting the last text when I text with him. I
There's
haven't
just
noticed that about him.
They're just self-identified, I think. Well, it's because you don't give me anything to respond to. You just like my text message, so there's nothing to respond to.
That's
You
usually
could respond.
That's how you just end it. You just shut it down. You
that's
don't
how,
even
that's
give
how I
me a
end it.
chance.
That's my finishing move. Is yes, the thumbs
Steve
up.
identified me being that person right away, so he doesn't even give me the option.
Yeah.
I think it's great that we actually have a last word person on the panel tonight.
Okay.
What is it that makes you feel like you have to have the last word?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, I think I'm just now realizing it. I don't think it's an intentional thing.
Identification of a problem is the first step to solving it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? I will send you an invoice for my therapeutic
Oh yeah, she's invoicing people today.
question.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nowhere.
Yeah.
The least.
Oh, yeah. She's sending out invoices.
$140 an hour.
Yeah, there you go.
Do that.
Well, we better wrap this one up then, if that's how much it costs.
Your best bet would be to change the topic.
Right, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
want the end of this conversation.
So, Von Nieters, what do you want to talk about? We're mailing it in. This is your chance to
Yeah,
throw out.
that's the cooking segment, Steve. Get it.
We are mailing it in. This is a mail it in show.
Yeah. Who do you think's going to talk about this show? Steinkamp? Oh, he loves hearing his name mentioned. Kyle Neely?
He loves hearing his name.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yes, he does. Yeah.
What
Should we just
find
do some
funnier-
shout outs for people that like hearing their name on the show?
Sure. Who else
Yeah.
likes to hear their name?
I don't know. You probably hear the most being in the barrel shop. Who
Sure.
like the,
But can you
when I
guess?
get mentioned.
Yeah. Those two definitely like hearing their name mentioned on the show.
I'm going to throw out new guy because he listens sporadically. And if
Okay.
I tell him I brought him up, he's going to listen to every show to find it.
To find it. Oh, I love
Ooh.
like
I'm
that.
surprised he
Me
doesn't
getting
listen all the
fired.
time. I would think he would listen to every show that you're on. I think he would. In my mind, he checks.
Take his time and listen.
Yeah, he if it's KK, he wants to hear if he's being talked about. I would think. I don't know this, but I would assume he's
He just
listening to all of
know
them.
your thoughts and know that you have good opinions.
Right.
Anyway, first
Yeah.
of all,
That's why the warden started listening. She was like, I have no interest in your bourbon shit, or I don't have anything to do with it. And then she realized I'm talking about her, I'm talking about my life. Then she wants to be able to listen to what's going on. Then she became an avid listener of what we're doing. So, yes.
Chris
So-
started listening. Then he told people my wife's on a podcast, and then my brother told people my sister's on a podcast. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I gotta be nice to you guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They better not go back too deep into the catalog, right?
Not be real mean.
Yeah.
You got to give him a
Nice.
cutoff date. I started on
Right.
The day we
right.
got married.
Don't.
my
Don't
first
listen
day on the
before this.
podcast was the day we got married. Don't pay
That
attention
is-
to the fact that Steve
Oh,
Aker
yeah.
was at our wedding.
Right. Yeah.
I wasn't at your wedding.
You should have came to our wedding. It was a fucking good time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. McNew got drunk, believe it or not.
It was really a
hard
party.
To
Really a party. Our
believe. Hard to
wedding was-
believe McNew got lit, but it happened.
I got a question.
Sure.
Since we're mailing it in. Do you guys have specific bottles? Like I know Miss Becca Sue's talked about it before that she kind of has a strategy, but do you guys have a strategy picking bottles for shows for podcasting?
I try to match it to the topic.
Okay,
Me too.
that's good.
Me too. That's what I try and do.
Sometimes I do, or my bottles get real low. So I'm like, what's my fullest bottle that might get a good cork pop? I try to get like good cork pop bottles. It never works out for me.
I will also say that if I'm on a show with Von Nieters, I will bring in bottles that have already been opened because I'm not going to waste a fresh cork pop against his 5 fresh cork pops.
Yeah.
You're not going to give me a
Right.
challenge?
Right.
If we have a distiller on, I will try to bring something they made.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it out in advance. Like some people post what they're going to be drinking. I don't think of any of that in advance. If it happens to mix with the show, where it's available with where I sit, which there's a lot of bottles right around me, then I do match the show. But I don't do any prep work.
If you had to guess the numbers of bottles that were in your arm's reach right now, how many bottles would you guess?
Okay, so sitting here, not moving. So just sitting here, I probably have 200 bottles that are within arm's reach, and then I probably have 600 if I take one step. If I stand up and take one step, because there's on the wall right across from me, there's shelves and shelves and shelves of bottles.
200 within arm's reach.
Yeah, right here, sitting around me. Yeah.
So it's going to be random.
So the
Yeah.
last time I counted my collection, it was at 200.
Okay.
And then since then, I've probably procured 50 more.
Okay.
But that's because I went to an auction.
A fundraiser
A fundraiser.
for a very good
And-
cause.
And yeah, pause for effect. Fundraiser for ALS.
Yeah. Which is
Okay.
nice.
And I felt bad for the bottles that weren't getting bid on. So I put my initials next to those and I walked out with 14 bottles.
Felt bad for the bottles.
I did.
Not the
I'm
charity,
like,
but-
these poor
yeah.
bottles. Nobody wants them.
My mom, my mom,
Hey.
who has a very old car, needs to get a new car. She always talks about. She'll see like a one of those like real boxy looking cars. I forget what they're called. Ugliest car in the world. No design to it. It's just like a box on wheels. And she'll pick out the worst color. There'll be one that's like frog spit is the color. It's like this little incredibly terrible green. She'd be like, if I bought a car, I'd buy that one because I feel bad because someone designed it and no one's buying it on that color and that design. I'm like, why would you buy the car that you think is the worst design with the worst color? So she's like, well, I feel bad for the people that that's their job and that's what they came up with. So you're
The multimillionaires that
because the collection came from someone who had an appreciation, and I knew if he liked it, it must have something that meant something to him.
Maybe.
And so to take 14 of his bottles home,
that's kind of cool.
I think that's pride.
Having the Legends bottles is cool. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
And
for
so
sure.
they're still sitting out on my dining room table.
Right. Yeah.
I got a couple from that too. That I'm happy to
Help
have
a
in my
great cause.
possession now.
A new home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also know that's what he wanted to happen with that stuff. He wanted that to be auctioned off to make money for ALS, which is great. But it wasn't, hey, he sadly passed away, and this is what we're doing with this stuff. No, that's how he curated that event. So, which is awesome. So,
And I think he knew that it was going to people that were really going to enjoy
right,
what he was offering.
Yeah. And that money stays in St. Louis. I mean, it truly helps people. We saw what ALS did for him. It did a lot for him. Provide him with free equipment and services and
that's
gadgets.
incredible. I didn't know that part, that all of that equipment was just loaned.
Just loaned,
charge.
Yeah, no charge. Just use it while you need it. And even small things like, as he began to lose mobility in his hands, the ability to write. So just using a normal pen, you can't, your dexterity isn't there. So they had special pens and stuff like that. Each step of the way, they would have things that would help him live a little bit easier life. And again, there's no charge for any of that stuff. They even have volunteer nurses, people who want to help. It's nurses who've been impacted by ALS. Maybe a family member's had it and they just want to donate some time, and they would send those nurses in to help them. I think it's, is eye-opening. That's why we're going to continue to support that charity, even with Rick's death. We want to. We saw how it did good for him, and we want to continue in his name to raise money for that charity. So we're going to continue.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great way to honor a friend. I always. As I get older, I don't know that as a 25-year-old man, Nieters here's 26, I don't think I thought about legacy and, your impact on the world. I just thought about living my life. And especially when you start, like Von Nieters there, has got a young kid, you get so involved in that kind of stuff. You're just day to day, you're trying to survive. But when you're 55 and you got no kids at home and you start thinking about, how can I help out with other people, not just myself, and stuff like that is good. It's a good thing. So. Very proud of what we do with ALS. So it's cool. So there you go. All right, we're going to end this one on a high note, right? That's
Absolutely.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Drunken shenanigans actually making a difference in society. That's us. As we have fun, but we also do some good things. So, yeah. On that note, we'll wrap it up and we'll talk about where people can find us. Von Nieters, we'll start with you. Where can people find you specifically?
You can find me specifically on Instagram at Von Nieters, I before the E.
Have you also secured the E before the I just in case you get Darren trying to find you?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to promote false advertising.
Okay. That could be your adult themed one, like your after hours account.
That's what happens on the Turtles one.
All right. Let's see here. Kathy, how about you?
You can find me at the tasting bar at the ABV Barrel Shop on occasion, looking at the selection in the #1 bottles.
Yes.
That also donate
raises money.
Yes.
Or on Instagram at KK Cast Strength.
All right, McNew.
You can find me on Instagram at McNew.
Instagram.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Yeah, so check us out there. Also, head over to abvnetwork.com, see what we have going on there, and come by the ABV Barrel Shop. That'd be a great place for you to stop in, say hello, and maybe donate to ALS. There's several ways you can do that. You can do a virtual pour. It's just $5 towards ALS, or buy one of the number one bottles, or buy a treat for Barley. All ways that help raise money each and every day at the ABV Barrel Shop for ALS research and to help people in the St. Louis area. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience, so please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. Thanks for the team here for mailing it in with me on December 1st. We just need a little break. We're going to wrap this one up, as we always do, by saying goodbye, but we're going to let Von Nieters give the piece on this one because he likes to get in the last word. So take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Peace.
Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.